Once you're logged in and have your account, you should see a screen similar to this. There's a plus sign, or you may see a screen where there's 3 plus signs below. Click on the plus sign. We're going to be making a video. It takes a few minutes for it to load. Once it loads, it's going to ask you for a title. So this title is different than the title that I'm asking you to put as your title slide. The title slide you can be creative with. This slide is just what it is, so I would just use your topic. Okay, so I'm just going to do the self-driving cars. And then hit next. Then you're going to see these are templates that can get you started, but for this project we're not going to use a template. We're going to start from scratch. Then it takes a few minutes for it to load. You think of this program like a timeline. It's a lot like Google Slides or PowerPoint, where you're going to create slides that you time how much time you want it. I'm going to get rid of this because this is just going over what I'm going over. So this is your dashboard. And if you look over here, you'll see different layouts. So full screen is if you want the picture to take up the whole screen and put some text over it. This one you can have the picture on one side and text on the other. Caption, you can have the picture and then the text at the bottom. So you can experiment with these when you get there to see which look you want for your video. Music goes when we're done with the video, so I'll show you that at the end. I'm going to click on themes. Themes are different styles, and if you hover over, you can see how they look and what they do. That's the fonts and the transitions. So you pick a different theme. You don't have the ability to change fonts, so if you pick Flare, it's going to be in that font style. So it depends on the theme that you pick and the different transitions, because you can't change them individually in this program. So now when you come over here, this is where you're going to actually place your text and photos. I'm going to go back to layout, and I'm going to pick the split screen. So where the pluses are is where we can add things. So I'm going to click on the plus, and you have the option to put video, text, photos, or an icon. Icon is sort of like clip art. We're not going to use video for this program, so I'm going to click on photo. There are 2 ways to add photos in this program. You can find free photos. So within the program, they have a couple of stock photos that you can look through. So I'll type in cars. And when they come up, you can just click and drag, and it'll put it there for the one that you want. But a lot of times, the pictures you're looking for may not be here. So if you go back to this screen, we want to upload it. But we need to have it saved in our Google Drive before we can upload it. So I'm going to open up a new tab and go to a Google image search and look for images. So I'll type in cars. So when they come up, if you find the car that you want, so let's say I want this one, I'm going to right click, but on a Chromebook, you don't have a mouse. So on a trackpad, if you put your 2 fingers together and click on it, you'll get this menu to come up. We want to save the image as. That's going to automatically open up your downloads folder and save it there. So it's loading my downloads folder. Now when it comes up, at the bottom here, you'll see they just call it download. And I have a bunch of things in the folder. So if I don't want to get confused, I want to rename it. So you see I have some other car ones in here. I'm going to call this one car number 4. And then I have to make sure I hit save, or it's not going to keep it there. So now it told me my download is complete. I can close that, and I can go back to Adobe Spark. Now when I want to upload my photo, I click on upload, and it will bring up my downloads folder. Because on a Chromebook, that's the only place you can save it. When it comes up, I find the one I want. Here's the picture. Click on it, open it up, and it puts it into my project. Okay, now I'm going to type text. So I'm going to go to this side, click on text, and I can type what I want to type. Now, at the bottom of each slide, you'll see this circle with a 2 in it. That's the timing for the frame. So every time you add a new frame, it adds it as 2 seconds. You're probably going to have to add more time to that. So if you click on it, it brings up this slider bar. And then you can just slide it over. Maybe you want to make it 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Okay. Now you've made it longer, but you don't know if it's as long as you want it or not. So you want to preview. So after you get a couple of slides in here, you want to preview them. There's 2 play buttons. This play button will preview only this one slide that you're working on up here. And this play button will play the entire slideshow or video that you have to this point. So if I click on this, it's going to take me out into a preview mode. It plays it for me. You can see if it's too long or too short. If I need to add time and adjust it, I stopped it, but it'll keep playing all the slides. To get out of this preview mode back to the editing mode, you have to click this X, and now you can continue. You add slides here with the plus button, and it always adds the slide after the one that you're on. If you've decided at some point you want to change the order, all you have to do is click it, pick it up, drag it, and drop it. Okay? And you can do the same going back. Okay, when you're all done, you're going to go to Music, and they give you all of these free instrumental music here. The one with the check mark is the one that's already assigned to it. When you create a video, it automatically assigns one of these musics to it. You can take it off, or you can change it. So if you hover, you'll see that you get the play button. So you can push this play button to preview it. And if you decide you want to change it, you just click right on the word. You'll see the check mark go there, and that means that it's now going to put that music. We do it last because it automatically times for you from the beginning of your slide to the end. You won't have to worry about where the music ends and stops. The program does it automatically for you. Okay, so for today, that's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be looking at the directions in Google Classroom that I gave you that shows you what goes on each slide. And then when we're all done, I'll explain how we will actually publish and share this.